Hello and welcome to News Front Express. My name is Benson Edem.
Vigorously. Now the headlines. Ghana secures funding for 1 million revenue-efficient meters. Says Sam Jonah criticizes media silence on Galamsey issue. Performance accountability activity commences in Savlugu. Allan Kyeremarten vows to combat corruption vigorously.
Corruption fight. Let's hold present and past governments accountable. Ghana Revenue Authority begins sensitization on annual income tax returns. Let's drive our mindset towards interoperability. National Peace Council raises concern over hate speech, insult in the media. MTN and Huawei launch joint technology innovation lab to drive African digital transformation. Now the news in details. Mr. Michael Kyeremarten, fundraising manager, Ghana Integrity Initiative, an anti-corruption institution, has called on authorities to hold both ongoing and outgoing governments accountable. That his threat will strengthen the country's integrity system and serve as a signal to change people's attitude towards corruption. Mr. Boidi said this in an interview on the sentencing of Sedinam Tamuklo Atienu, a former chief executive of the Microfinance and Small Loans Center. The woman was sentenced in absentia on April 16, 2024 for 10 years imprisonment in hard labor for willfully causing financial loss to the state.
In a significant move to enhance electricity access and revenue collection, Ghana has secured funding for the procurement of 1 million modern meters. The government, backed by a World Bank support program, aims to boost efficiency and accessibility in the country's electricity sector. Dr. Mohamed Adam, the Minister of Finance, unveiled this initiative during a fireside chat at the World Bank International Monetary Fund spring meeting in Washington, USA. Dr. Mohamed Adam, Ghana's Minister of Finance, affirmed that the procurement of 1 million new meters marks a crucial step in addressing persistent challenges in the electricity sector. This initiative is part of a broader strategy to enhance revenue collection and operational effectiveness within the electricity value chain.
The Ghana Revenue Authority has begun a series of awareness programs of individuals and institutions on the need for them to file their annual income tax return not later than the end of April. The Ghana Revenue Authority set aside April every year as Tax and Good Governance Month to sensitize and encourage taxpayers as well as educate them on how to file their income tax returns and also pay the applicable taxes. During this month, the GRA organizes seminars, workshops, and tax clinics to make sure that we get to the taxpayers and then tell them what their responsibilities are and what benefit they are in when they file their returns. Speaking at the program for public sector workers, Dr. Martin Colville, Assistant Commissioner and Head of Audit for the Large Taxpayer Office, said aside from the objective of creating awareness, the sensitization was also to remind taxpayers of their obligation in filing their tax returns.
Says Sam Jonah, Executive Chairman of Jonah Capital Equity Fund, has criticized journalists for their silence on illegal mining or Galamsey in Ghana. He expressed disappointment over the media's lack of concern for abuse of rights of millions affected by Galamsey. Noting the ongoing devastating impact on communities, Jonah highlighted alarming health issues and infant mortality rates in Galamsey-affected areas, urging sustained media attention to address the issue. He questioned whether they were exhausted and frustrated by the shameful lack of decisive action against illegal mining, urging them to prioritize this critical issue in their reporting. Sir Jonah urged journalists to take decisive action on illegal mining, emphasizing the grave consequences of continued silence, reminded them of their purpose and power in society, calling for a concerted effort to eliminate the Galamsey menace. Referencing Dr. Efremamu's Kamsishin, General Assassin, he underscored the importance of championing ideals of patriotism, responsible stewardship, and unity in their reporting.
Dr. Albert Entry Busiako, the Director General, Cybersecurity Authority, has called on cybersecurity experts in the West Africa sub-region to drive their mindset towards networking to help tackle cyber threats in the sub-region. He said that digitization of economies, government, and societies had been a transformative process that had led to numerous benefits, which had in turn contributed significantly to socio-economic development. Dr. Enchi Busiako said this during the opening of a 3-day West African symposium on sector collaboration and information sharing among computer emergency response teams geared towards protecting global cyberspace. The event intends to share ideas and build capacity towards a safe and resilient cyber ecosystem in the sub-region, Africa, and the world at large. The symposium saw in attendance 24 cybersecurity practitioners from 11 partner nations: Cape Verde, Ivory Coast, the Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Libya, Mauritania, Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Togo, and Ghana. Unfortunately, as technology advanced, so did cyber threat, making it imperative for state and non-state actors to build the relevant skills, knowledge, and infrastructure needed to safeguard our digital ecosystem, hence the need for information sharing, the Director General added.
A meeting convened among stakeholders in the Savlugu municipality of Northern Region marked the commencement of the performance accountability activity implementation in the area. Participants seized the opportunity to strategize, brainstorm ideas, identify potential obstacles, and establish guidelines to overcome them. The meeting aimed to ensure sustained outcomes of the PPA in enhancing accountability and service delivery in Savlugu. Representatives from the Savlugu Municipal Assembly, traditional and religious leaders, and Democracy International Agreement Ghana, a civil society organization, attended. The 5-year performance accountability activity aimed to enhance service providers' responsiveness across 70 districts in 10 regions. It focuses on improving essential services like basic education, health, water and sanitation, agriculture, and fisheries in response to citizens' demands.
The National Peace Council has expressed concerns about the rising spate of insult and hate speech by some Ghanaians against the clergy, politicians, chiefs, and other prominent citizens on radio and on television. The council said the call for violence by some political actors and rise of religious militants, including Christians, were also worrying and must be addressed to ensure peace and harmony. The Reverend Dr. N.S.A. Drew Jemfi, chairman of the National Peace Council, who expressed this sentiment, indicated that while the church looked on and stakeholders only call on council for its response, was a clear neglect of the duty and the responsibility of the church. He was speaking at the 61st Annual Refresher Course, Retreat, and Business section of the Ghana Baptist Convention Ministers Conference, held at Ejura in Ashanti region. This year's conference was held on the theme Ministerial Ethics, Accountability and Responsibility in the 21st Century Church. Reverend Dr. Edu Jemfi stated that last year, Ghana lost its position on the Global Peace Index as the most peaceful country in the West Africa to Sierra Leone, and as the second most peaceful country in Africa to the 4th position. While the church in Ghana continues to glory in the fact that we have 72% Christians in Ghana, our numbers do not correspond to the peace, stability, and cohesion that one would have expected in the country with that number of Christians.
Allan Kyeremarten, leader of the Alliance for Revolutionary Change, has pledged to tackle corruption with determination if elected president in the upcoming December general elections. Speaking at the launch of the Alliance for Revolutionary Change in Accra, Kyeremarten emphasized his commitment to making corruption a costly endeavor for dishonest political appointees. He described the event as a pivotal moment in the nation's political history, highlighting its potential to reshape the political landscape and pave the way for the election of Ghana's first independent presidential candidate. Kyeremarten affirmed that the alliance will spearhead efforts to combat corruption and promote transparency in governance.
MTN Group, in partnership with Huawei, has inaugurated the Technology Innovation Lab at MTN Group headquarters. This milestone marks a significant advancement in the two institutions' ongoing collaboration across diverse digital fields. A statement issued in Accra jointly by the two parties said the partnership aimed to further deepen their collaboration, accelerating digital transformation and sustainable development across Africa. It said the lab was poised to be the catalyst for digital progress in Africa, and by fostering cross-regional collaboration, it will stimulate the African digital ecosystem and promote the rapid development, deployment, and adoption of cutting-edge innovative solutions. The statement said the lab played a crucial role in the MTN evolution, moving beyond the traditional telecommunication operator role to becoming a leading provider of a comprehensive technology services. It said research and development within the lab would concentrate on vital areas including 5G and 5G-A technologies, artificial intelligence and big data analytics, cloud computing, FTTH, automation, and digital financial services, all catalysts for Africa's digital future. Thanks for joining us. My name is Benson Edem.
Vigorously.